So I'm Chris Kirby, I'm the CEO of Tomorrow's Journey. I think we're all here at an Intelligent Mobility Accelerator. I think we all recognise there are challenges with transport. Lots of the business models that operate are outdated. They've been running for a long time. But I think we all believe that the mobility sector is exciting and is starting to change some of that. But the challenge is actually today we're seeing quite a lot of these new products closing as quickly as they're opening. Car shares are coming out of a number of markets as quickly as they're going in. And we believe that actually mobility itself is, or shares a lot of the fundamental flaws that traditional transport models have. And that's because they're just applying a technology layer over an existing business model. So Uber is a great way to access a taxi. It's still a taxi. The Zipcar's car sharing market is rental. It's just rental by the hour from the side of the road. So we think that's an opportunity. And actually at Tomorrow's Journey, we're about changing the business model. So our system allows a better use of assets, and we allow multiple fleets of vehicles to be accessed by multiple companies to provide multiple services. So essentially we're breaking the one-to-one asset model that exists today and is the thing that causes a lot of these challenges. What does that mean? In the real world, that means a vehicle could be used for car sharing in the morning, parcel delivery in the afternoon, food delivery or ride hailing in the evening if that's where the demand is. So the vehicle can become flexible across modes and can adjust to demand and ultimately increase utilisation, because we know as vehicles and assets become more expensive, as they become more electric and more autonomous, those assets are going to have to work harder in the market. Where are we today? We're one of the earlier businesses within this program, so we're only 18 months old, but we're currently live in Manchester with Ford, running a project with them and one of their dealerships. That's increased the utilisation of the assets on their fleet by nearly 20% in the first 2 months, just by connecting into 3 different third parties. We're also working with Hyundai here, and I'm hoping at some point this week we'll be live with a project with them. Just waiting for a couple of final bits from the provider there. So that's super exciting and hoping to get some really strong results. But also we're working with a leasing company completely on the non-consumer side around their logistics relationships and business that they have. As a team, we're a really experienced team across the auto and transport sector, kind of combining commercial, technology and legal backgrounds. And also some of our early backers are kind of some of the big names from that sector. And in fact, David is here, I think, somewhere today. So a really, really strong team across the board. And then I guess finally what we're looking to do, at the moment we're raising our first seed round, so 350 to 500k. We have a lead investor in place, and we're looking to kind of build that up over the next week or two and get that towards a close. Thank you very much.
Chris, thanks very much. It's going to go straight into the fundraise, actually,
Yeah.
if I could. Where does it get you to?
So that's going to buy us approximately a year's worth of runway. So it's about converting what are some super exciting POCs into something that's more scalable. As a marketplace model, to prove our business model works, we need some scale. So we've proved that it works operationally, but we need to prove that we can scale it. So it's about building the team out and then giving time to build those pilots through.
Great. And for you, I mean, what is success in 3 years' time?
I think for us, one of the things we say a lot is about being the least famous company in mobility. Lots of cool brands coming out. We want to be part of every transaction in the mobility space that no customer knows we're there. So all the assets are coming from our system. We're helping things run efficiently, but we're a bit like a Stripe or a WorldPay that sit in the background.
Thanks, Chris. I think my car is one of those that only drives to 37 miles a day. Is there any way that I, as an individual, could plug into your platform? Can you move it on so that my vehicle could be used by others throughout the day to run different services?
Yeah, so I think our model is focused primarily at business to business, because I think we see that in the medium term, actually, if you're only doing 37 miles a day, you just won't have a car anymore, so you'll be part of a wider network. So actually doing reverse engineering, I always use my mum as the example, 3,000 miles a year, Fiat 500. My mum just shouldn't have a car, so it's not about utilising hers better, it's actually about giving her better options so she doesn't have to have one. Having said that, we're partnering with some of the peer-to-peer providers in terms of demand currently, so there's no reason why we couldn't take vehicles from those platforms as well.